So, as we open, the Carnival is pulling into an underground tunnel leading to Fort Kennedy, which is the one of the largest underground cities of Mars. And, it pulls up and parks in front of a strip club that's kind of, in like a central area of the city. What is everybody doing? Rita, what's your opening shot look like?
All right. Rita's mostly just moving through the business area itself, just make sure everything's just organized and getting ready to open proper. Occasionally glancing out to the strip club outside, knowing who owns it and the overall relationship between things. I mean, like, it's probably fine, but definitely on the back of her head as to where things are standing there.
All right, Farley, what are you up to?
Farley pulls up.
Obviously, you are driving.
Yeah. Farley's driving the Carnival. Pulls up. The food truck, squeaks to a stop in front of the strip club, and he just kind of stretches and looks over his shoulder and says, "Rita, we're expensing tonight, right? This is considered a business expense? It's research."
Sure, Farley. Research. Yes, we'll go ahead and expense it. Fine.
Right. Everyone heard. Strippers are expenses. And I think he's just gonna hop down from the vehicle and kick some rocks while he's looking around and searching for any bumps and scrapes and anything that he might have received along the way to Fort Kennedy. From whatever corner of Martian hell we came from.
All right, so you don't see anything major, no immediate cause for concern or anything. A couple of the tires look like they need a little more air. The Carnival is, as usual, covered in red dust, which really is kind of standard when you're traveling through the Martian desert. Yeah.
So he's gonna
scratches on the front bumper, but nothing, nothing major.
Yeah. So you'll see him as he's inspecting the car. There's this pneumatic hiss that kind of goes when he's bending up and down, and I feel like the camera would travel down and you would see his he has a cybernetic leg that has some pneumatic cylinders that are kind of pushing and pulling and extending his leg up and down.
All right. What is everybody else doing? Last and Crossfade.
Okay, so I'll go ahead. So I'm going to take us back a couple seconds before the truck stops. CrossFit has their kind of booth set up in the back. They're in the trailer of the actual truck. And they're kind of sprawled just across it on their back, just noodling on the saddest, most beat up looking guitar you've ever seen. And as the truck comes to a stop and the brakes hit, they just go and fall right off of the booth. And just hear, "Oh fuck!" And just a sad synth.
All right, and
that's
last.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Last would have been sitting up in the turret, and since the vehicle's parked and no one's shooting at us, he'll hop on out, and his heavy boots land in the red soil right next to Farley as he's checking out a tire, and he looks over at him and says, "How's it look?" And as you look up, I guess the camera pans up on Last. He's an imposing, muscled figure, somewhat reminiscent of maybe some of the earlier 80s action stars, say Dolph Lundgren or just a mix of any of them. I don't want to put any specific actor's appearance on him because he's also a pretty weird-looking guy. He's covered in tattoos. Many of them are obscene. He's wearing almost nothing except for like this codpiece and a transparent, sleeveless, hooded jacket, long jacket, and I guess a shoulder holster with a big pistol in it. He's carrying a staff. Looks down.
Yeah, and if you're looking down at Farley, he's in
a
like
few posts back there.
Yeah, nothing that a couple of bangs and suction cups won't fix. And he's like in ill-fitting. He's either in really baggy, ill-fitting clothes. They're all ill-fitting. It's either really baggy or really, really tight. And right now he's like, now that they've been underground for a while, and like we can all remove like any space equipment that we would need, any like for atmosphere, above ground atmosphere. He's like, he kind of like pulls down like these overalls, right? And he's got this threadbare NASA shirt from the 1980s. And it has like holes are duct taped all over it, like duct tape shop, and then all of those duct tapes are like doodled and Sharpie with a bunch of different designs and slang and like and slogans. And yeah, and he's a pretty scrawny dude with this cyber leg. He's very, very lean, and just kind of a crooked face, like he's a little off to the side, and he just always like talks in a sneer. Yeah, and I think he says, "Well, better than most of our trips, I must say. This carnival has endured quite a bit."
I think at that moment, one of the little kind of side windows in the side of the trailer just kind of it's down, and Crossfade sticks their head out, and it's like, "Hey, Farley, I don't want to tell you your business, but you might want to check the shocks on this thing, man. I just ate so much shit."
That's a feature, not a bug.
Oh, you know what? You got me there.
Yeah.
Crossfade is a small, like 5'4", thereabouts, small, scrawny individual in they wear a full face gas mask, so you cannot make out any of their features. And where this part would be a clear plastic, it's just opaque. And there are LEDs on it that just kind of light up X's where the eyes would be.
Nice.
And other than that, they're wearing just, it's hard to tell kind of exactly how large they are, like despite the fact that they're very small, because they wear this just kind of baggy clothing with this kind of asymmetrical half cloak with a hood on at all times. So they are somehow completely nondescript while standing out anywhere they go.
It's great. I love it.
Nice.
Like, can you tell anybody what they look like? Absolutely not. But you can say, "Hey, was that weird fucking whatever that just ran through there?" Everybody will know exactly what you're talking about.
Farley,
Nondescript, very noticeable.
Yeah.
Farley will sigh though, and he'll eventually, like, once Crossfade's back in, that's when I think he's going to start making his moves and check the shocks. Just like, he doesn't want you watching him.
Yeah, so I guess as you're doing that, Last is hanging around close by, just sort of awkwardly standing around while you're working.
Mm-hmm.
He'll tag along where you need to go to check out the shocks.
Yeah, so he'll just he'll start asking you for parts then.
Hand you tools and parts as if he kind of knows what he's doing. They haven't really spent much time together working on this sort of stuff, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he'll curse you out, I'm sure, for no, wrong tool. I don't know tools. Oz is not a mechanic at all, so just pretend.
From your assessment, Farley, you can tell that the shocks do indeed need a little bit of maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not a mechanic, and I don't know anything about what kind of maintenance shocks would need, but they need maintenance.
They need maintenance. That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Farley's gonna do that maintenance, I assume.
Well, I
Hey, look.
think I need some barter to pay for that, so. Which is
Yeah.
fine.
Oh boy.
I would say it's not. They don't need anything like too extreme. I feel like one barter could
One
probably
barter?
cover it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's assuming I even want to. I think this is gonna be one of those like Farley will look at it and then like after maybe after like maybe like five or six different tool swaps and it's like nah, and he like eventually just I'll get it myself and he looks, he's missing stuff. He's gonna be like, okay, I can't fix the shocks with what I have.
I don't think it's serious. It looked like the kinetic actuators were intact as far as I could tell.
Yeah, like I said, it's a feature, not a bug. I mean, I'll keep an eye out for parts, and then eventually I'll fix it. It's Crossfade. They're gonna be up my ass about this.
Yeah, well, if you need help with the refurb, just let me know. I'll be around.
All right, I'm on break. Union rules.
So,
Gonna smoke.
at this time, you see a woman coming out of the strip club and approaching the truck. Have any of you guys met Wildcat before?
I can only speak for
Or
myself. on that one.
mainly Farley and Last, because you two are the ones who were outside to see her.
Rita, what's your history with Wildcat, and then I can maybe figure that out.
We ran this strip club together before I branched off into this venture.
Then Farley probably has met Wildcat. Yes.
I'm gonna say Last has probably danced there before.
Great, I love it. That is so good.
Reunion episode.
Right.
Not
So-
for the long term, just
Just
a little
something.
bit here and there. Yeah.
Bouncer, dancer, same thing.
He can
Sometimes on the same night.
he can pull double duty. No, he's multi-talented. Yeah.
Double duty indeed.
There's plenty of laughs to
So-
go around.
So Zeph, I'm gonna pick on you again. What does
All right.
Wildcat look like?
That's a good question. I hadn't really thought about it. Shit. Fuck.
I am willing to take suggestions from chat.
There we go.
If anybody wants to, input a little creative energy.
My first immediate thought is like leopard print or tiger stripe or just print in general. Just Wildcat.
Name's
Feels
valid.
right.
Just so many overlapping, clashing animal prints.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. The whole zoo is here.
Yes. Yes.
But it somehow
So-
comes together. It's just like, why?
She makes it work.
How does she pull this off?
Yeah, and
So
maybe,
I think that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
maybe she's even got a little bit of the transhuman furry thing going on with some permanent
Oh.
effects.
Oh, that's cool.
That's an interesting idea.
Nothing like a total conversion of weirdness, but maybe a tail or a little bit of pointed ears or some whiskers.
Yeah. 6 feet tall, rotating robotic eye. Those are some of the things going on in chat. Also,
Love that.
well over 6 feet tall. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. We're tall out here.
Oh yeah.
Like gravity is not holding down our growth, so like
Speak for yourself.
it's that heavy ass helmet.
Yeah, it's squishing me down.
We love a tall woman here. Just one.
It's the only one we get. Sorry, guys. We already used it up.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm loving the suggestions.
The claws are a good touch.
Very good.
So
Yeah,
it's just like
I
a
think that
cat version of
Wildcat-
Wally Millions.
Nice.
That's kind of what I'm getting out of this.
Oh yeah. I love it. Yeah, so she's got like reflective cyber eyes. I feel like she's not dressed like as provocatively as like maybe some of the girls that she employs. She's wearing like a black leopard print like blazer with like a really low cut shirt underneath.
I like poncho style even, like, you know, just
oh yeah,
like really just hanging
So
off her.
love that.
She's a businesswoman. She's got to be dressed smart.
Yes. Yeah. So then since you used to work for her, I think you recognize her, and you're also probably the more eye-catching of the two. So she's gonna notice you first. Say, hey there, Last.
Yeah, Last turns with a big smile on his face, which mentioned the tattoos. One of the sort of striking tattoos that he has, or a pair, is that he's got a big star over each eye. One of which is a filled-in tattoo. The other one is more of an outline shape. And he turns and he's just crosses his arms over his perfect pecs, and gives her a big smile and says, "Hey there. It's good to see you again. We just rolled in with the Carnival, trying to decide whether I'm going to spend the night hanging out with Crossfade and dancing with some tunes and keeping the place safe, or maybe seeing if I could do a little moonlighting. How have things been at the old, what's the name of the strip club?"
I did not decide a name for it.
All right.
The cat's pajamas.
The cat's pajamas. Oh my god. The cat's pajamas are on the floor now.
How have things been at the pajamas?
Pretty good. Business has been up recently, which is good. Always a positive thing. Is Rita around? I mean, she's gotta be. She owns the joint.
I think she's just settling in on things, but yeah.
All right.
I suppose that with a place like yours, it's hard not for business to be up.
God damn it.
Check you later.
You hear a little synth riff from inside the truck after that.
That earns a laugh from Wildcat. And she thanks you before going inside. So, Rita, where inside the truck are you? I'm assuming you're probably in, the kitchen.
Yeah, probably the kitchen, or in the, or just like occasionally like swinging around behind the bar. I'm just making sure everything is intact. I mean, I do have other workers here, but just like to put my own eyes on everything.
Mm-hmm.
If Wildcat were to walk in, I'd probably see her, or at least she'd get my attention when I hear the door open.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, so you hear the door open. Crossfade, she sees you, makes what passes for eye contact when she can't really see your eyes. And kind of like tries to make it look like she didn't look.
Just throw up a peace sign.
And then just keeps going toward the kitchen. Hey, Rita.
Hey, not every day the cat drags itself in.
Yeah, I wanted to come and say hi before you got busy.
For sure.
Doing food prep and serving people. How've things been?
Things have been pretty good. Just figured I'd swing down the old stomping grounds and say hi, open up shop.
Yeah.
Chill out a little spice. You know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. It's good to see you.
Likewise.
A lot of customers have been asking for spice, so glad that you're able to come by and supply.
Yeah, I figured we could help each other out here and then.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. Yeah. So, I just wanted to let you know real quick. When was the last time you talked to our good friend Jackson?
It's been a while. I don't think I've really seen him since I secured my little loan here.
Really?
Well, I guess it's not really a loan; it's more of a grant at this point, I think. Yeah, quid pro quo kind of. No, it definitely was a loan, actually. Anyway, that was the last time I spoke to him.
Yeah. So it's been a bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, he came by the pajamas the other day, and he was asking about you.
Oh, well, that was okay. Anything in particular?
Yeah. He wanted to know if, when you were going to be in town next. And, I told him you were coming. He seemed like he wanted to talk to you.
Well, I mean, I'm always open to talk, but you can never be sure with these business types, but that's fine.
Yeah, unpredictable schedules and all that.
You know it.
Well, yeah, I just thought you might want to seek him out if you get the time.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. Of course. All right. Well, I'll let you get set up for night service, and if you need anything, want any entertainment.
Oh. One thing.
Yeah.
Make sure Farley doesn't go too crazy tonight.
I'll try to keep an eye on him.
I decided to let him off the leash, but just let's keep it a little balanced, just in case.
When you look out the little food service window, you see Farley. He's popping up like a roof kind of area, right, on sticks, and then you just see him he's catches last eye, and he's like grinding on the pole.
He's a little incredible.
Wildcat just shakes her head.
Nearby laugh is egging him on, pretending to be tossing bills his way, but just gesturing, miming it. Not actually giving him money.
Come on, lass, show me some moves.
Maybe later. I don't want to draw that kind of business away from Wildcat. She's got to draw customers into that place. I can't be pulling them out here for that. For a snack, of course. But if I'm gonna put on a show, I think I'll do it in my pajamas.
Great.
Clearly, last pull-out game is too strong.
All right, so Wildcat leaves, goes back into the pajamas. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, once things are set up, I'm probably heading out to just take in some fresh air quotes air. And just
Tavern air.
Yeah,
it's as fresh as it can really get on, in a
it's the freshest I've ever
known.
known. So this is pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not recirculated vehicle air.
It is recirculated cavern air.
Well, I mean, it is
which is a little
recirculated
bit
cavern air,
fresher.
but
Smells like
it's
dust.
bigger. I mean,
Artificially oxygenated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of indoors,
Once Rita comes out of the vehicle, Last will approach her. Hey, Rita.
Yeah, what's up?
What's the word?
Just got a little business meeting I need to set up, apparently. Shouldn't be anything too crazy.
Right. I was wondering if we're setting up to set up some food and entertainment, or if we're free to run off to the pajamas.
I mean, just stay within earshot. We're going to be posted up here for a little bit. Like you see, we're kind of working the food truck angle, more spice truck angle most likely, but I don't plan on having too much foot traffic inside this time around, but who knows?
All right, well, I'm going to go with Farley, and whoever else is hanging out, who wants to hang out over at the pajamas. You got any of those flyers I can pass out? Maybe I can drum up some business for tomorrow.
Shit. Yeah. Let me hand you a few, and I'll hop back inside for a second and grab. Honestly, stickers. They're like QR stickers, and they just pass them out to him. Like they got images on them, but like
nice.
you can scan them, and it's like, oh, okay, because it's because we're roaming. So this is just how people would get like our public channels to get a chance to really follow where we are and meet us when we're mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Does every like 10th sticker have just a little hint of spice if you lick it?
Scratch and sniff.
Yeah.
Yes, we decided to mix LSD with our marketing plan.
Yes.
And,
I don't think we give
Get a
it
little taste.
Every 10th is a lucky winner.
Get a little taste of the carnival. The wonders
of the carnival.
of our wonders.
It gives you like a very, very slight high.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're randomly kind of shuffled through like that, where there's just some that have a bit more better advertising than others.
Their stickers like open.
Yeah, everyone's licking like, damn. Sometimes you get lucky,
Mm-hmm.
So whose job is it to infuse every 10th sticker with spice?
Oh man, I gotta toss that onto one of the interns, I think. That's because it's really a benign. It's a brain gumming kind of job, but it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, hey, 17, you do this. I have a name. Well, you're 17 right now.
But when 16's out of a job, you'll be 16.
How do you keep 17 whole interns? I just, you treat us all like this. Also, I haven't seen any of the others.
Don't worry about it.
I've seen 16, and that's about it. Like, where do all the other ones go?
Do you want to know what happened to 1 through 15?
No, not really.
On the road.
You're all right, kid. You're all right. But yeah, you can feel free to take a break, enjoy the new surroundings.
Okay. Cool.
It's not all grinding away.
I'm gonna go watch some strippers, I guess.
I mean, yeah,
I've never seen strippers before.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Tell Wildcat that, and that I sent you to have a good time, and that it's on my tab.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
All right. Make sure you say it politely, though. Don't call me
I will.
please. I'm not that old.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Rita.
Ah!
they run, outside to go explore the cat's pajamas.
All right. Don't have to grab the convenient shotgun this time.
All right. So are you planning to do a service tonight, or are you gonna wait until tomorrow?
Do I know?
Are you planning a service tonight, or are you gonna wait until tomorrow for like the food truck?
Yeah, I guess the restaurant portion will probably be like more of a tomorrow thing, but tonight we're gonna just hang back, let everyone stretch their legs, enjoy not being in transit for once. I think everyone deserves a little bit of shore leave, as it were. But I am going to be largely just distributing spice, and likely meeting with Jackson.
Awesome.
I think as the intern comes running out, like Crossfade pops up in the window again and is like,
Ah!
somebody say shore leave? Fucking choice. And just like pulls their body out of the truck through the window, despite the fact that the door is open, like right next to it.
Fucking weirdo.
17 watches you do that and like does the kind of thing where they stare at you and then like they try to make it look like they weren't staring.
I stare back at them.
And then they just run inside.
I could just see this fucking masked helmet just pivoted as climbing out the window.
I just freeze halfway out the window and just.
That's exactly what I was picturing. And just, you know, you can't see their eyes, so there's just like the LED X's like unblinking.
The X's blink.
Ah.
Oh, that's worse.
It's like a really long, uncomfortable stare.
When they're staring at 17.
No, there's this long, uncomfortable stare where they don't move, and then like right when it gets really uncomfortable, they go boink. I think that's when 17 jets.
That's great. Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right. So what's everybody doing?
I think we're heading to the club.
Okay.
We're going clubbing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
All right. So, inside of the cat's pajamas, it is a strip club. I've never been in a strip club, so I'm going to use my imagination.
Oh my god, this is going to be gold.
Yeah,
I think the scene opens with focused on Lass going woo, and like there's a bunch of drinks and shots lined up, and
Farley jumps on your back like a monkey.
And there's somebody like gyrating nearby, and like Lass is like turning and cheering on the dancers and cheering on his friends who are drinking, and just ramping up the party level of the room.
Crossfade's right off to the side, just golf clapping.
If the building weren't currently, like starting to fill up, it would just be like a stark, empty, like cinder block rectangle. But there are, there's like an assortment of like stages, stripper poles. There's a bar. The whole place is lit with just vibrant neon lighting. There are dancers. Some of them are already, in the middle of their routines. Some of them are just starting to set up. It is a strip club that has just opened just a little bit earlier. And there is loud music with lots of bass. There's like a very strong, heavy, like synth wave kind of, something or other.
This music sucks. It's got no soul.
What?
So this music sucks, man. It's got no soul.
I guess.
Am I talking to 17?
Yes. 17 is standing right next to you.
Okay.
Kind of looking just very afraid and overwhelmed. Yeah, your music is a lot better, Crossfade.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Peace sign.
You can see they're kind of looking around, trying to find Wildcat.
You might see 17 might see Farley at the bar ordering some rounds and say, "Give me a rogue robot on ice on the rocks." I imagine
just-
Rogue Robot's like a brand of synthetic, booze.
The bartender looks at you a little funny because Rogue Robot is a beer, but pours it for you on the rocks anyway.
What? I'd like it to be fancy. I'm
They know
feeling
that you're a
fancy
paying customer.
tonight.
Wants to be like a fancy lad.
Yeah, would you like a little umbrella in there as well?
Please.
He puts a little paper umbrella in your drink.
Farley tries to eat it, and then realizes he's not supposed
no,
to.
sir, that's not. You don't eat that.
No, yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I don't want to eat it anyway. Plops it back in his drink.
Okay, all right. Farley, you see 17 kind of like sheepishly come up to the bar, and ask the bartender, "Hey, where's Wildcat? I'm looking for Wildcat."
Does the bartender even pay attention to 17?
They kind of side eye 17, and they look at the bartender, looks at them, looks back to you, goes back to polishing a glass.
Poor thing.
Last will move up and shove a beverage into 17's hands. Drink up. It's on the boss tonight.
What is this?
I have no idea, and I take one, the identical one, and hold it up. On 3. And
Okay, one,
roll down the
2.
beverage.
Okay. They take a sip of it and they gag.
And last just drinks it down.
That's how
Woo! Carnival's in town, baby! He goes, moves on to,
Yeah.
next person.
Yay. And they kind of continue standing there awkwardly with their drink.
Farley will like kind of lean in, and he's like picking his teeth with the umbrella. He goes, You said you were looking for Wildcat.
Yeah.
All right. This is what you do. Barkeep, garçon.
The barkeep looks up.
Where's Wildcat?
and
We're
makes
with
eye contact
Rita.
with you.
We're with Rita. The carnival.
Oh, all right. I'll go get her. I'll be right back. And the bartender kind of walks, behind the bar.
See, you just, next time you just gotta ask. You just gotta drop some names, unless they want to kill that name. In which case, don't drop that name.
Okay.
I don't think the bartender wants to kill you.
Okay, I hope not.
I hope so too. For your sake.
How do I know that somebody wants to kill me?
You see it in their eyes. Their crazy, crazy eyes.
Oh, okay.
It's a tone of voice thing too. It's something that's really unsettling and scary.
You see, Farley, you see them kind of like look over their shoulder at Crossfade. Yeah, that's really good to know. And around this time, Wildcat comes back, and looks at 17 and goes, "Hey, I heard it was your first time at a strip club." Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've never been to a strip club before. All right, well, let me show you around. And Wildcat kind of puts her arm around them and leads them off. And they kind of look over their shoulder nervously at you and then just keep going.
And 17 was never seen again.
Oh no.
Rumor has it,
All right.
just got lost in that strip club.
Last is making some encouraging and obscene gestures.
Pelvic thrust with thumbs up, just like, you got this.
Crossfade's mask is like lit up with a check mark.
Nice. Nice.
Really good. So Rita, I'm gonna cut over to you.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm setting up to get the spice to just auto distribute, like people, just vending machine kind of kiosk kind of setup that I got going on. Because
Okay.
I too want to swing into the place. Actually, no. I'm gonna reach out to Jackson, let him know I'm in town, like leave a message or something. Unless he's on, in which case I'll talk to him. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make that call, just to make sure I'm not gonna be, murdered.
All right. Yeah, you put in a call to Jackson, and you hear his familiar voice on the other end of the call. Rita, it's been a while. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I just figured I'd stop back. Come in town. I was in the area. Figured I'd make a stop. And I heard you were looking for me.
Good. I am. I have a bit of a business arrangement I would like to discuss with you. If you'd like, I can come by the cat's pajamas later tonight, and we can have a discussion about it there. That would probably be most convenient for both of us.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll be here all night, so it works out.
All right, excellent. Yes, I shall see you in a few hours then.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you. And the call disconnects.
All right, I'm gonna get myself a little spice for QA purposes, and I'm gonna go ahead into the bar in my new lifted spirits.
All right. Okay.
Say bar, but yeah, club.
Yeah, well, it is also a bar. As you enter, you see 17 being led off by Wildcat, kind of very nervous looking with a drink in their hand. They look over their shoulder, they see you, and they kind of like...
Can I give him a
nervously
thumbs
wave?
up? I'm like, yeah, and you got this!
Thanks. You can't hear them because the music is very loud.
So very loud.
All right. Yeah, and everybody else is partying.
Yeah, and I think there's probably one of those. I feel like there's a shot in this where you like see Farley, like his vision rack focuses to crossfade, and then it just rack focuses back to Farley, and he looks away and looks down at his drink, like trying to not interact with them.
His beer on the rocks.
There's some past beef tension.
Oh no. It's beef that only you know about.
Yeah, it's true.
Self-inflicted beef.
It's just like everything's Gucci. I don't know.
What's up with Farley? Yeah.
Farley's just weird. I don't know. I guess he's cranky. Whatever.
Farley's the weird one, yes.
Yeah, Last feels like he's been completely let off the hook, and so he's just going to let off steam to the maximum. He's not just partying hard, but he is extorting others to party as hard as possible, trying to ramp up just the overall, just intense craziness celebration that occurs this evening.
All right, Last. Are you ready to go apeshit?
Yeah, I'm ready. Wait. I don't know what I just agreed to. But let's do it.
It's up to you.
Okay.
I'll follow your lead.
All right.
Dangerous thing to say.
First, we drink one of these. I'm not sure what they are, but they're really good. I mean, they taste terrible and they feel awful going down, but I think that's a good sign.
Oh, that's the best kind.
How do you drink through that thing anyway?
Crossfade takes like a straw and puts it through and like shoves it through the vent of the mask.
Crossfade has an emergency induction port.
Yes. Got like a little bendy straw, just like shoved through.
He observes that and just gives a nod and comes and says, groovy. And
Crossfade spuds this down like disturbingly fast. You just see the liquid in the cup just goes.
You want to see what hack they've
Or a
got?
reservoir for later.
All right, let's go see what hack they've got spinning the discs here, and maybe see if we can change it up and turn things up a notch. What do you say?
I'm with you. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna go harass the DJ.
All right. All right. So the DJ is chat. Would you like to tell me what the DJ looks like? They are standing at a, like at a little bit of a stage. They've got like some grimy looking like retro turntables that are like that have like neon strips all the way around the edges. The records on them are like a bright glowing neon green.
Nice.
What are you going to do to this poor DJ?
I think we'll start with last. Just run up like, "Whoa, yeah! Party! Carnival in town! Crank it up!"
Palmer suggests that the DJ is called DJ Too Furious. The DJ has a. The DJ is wearing a like a neon pink and like a neon pink tiger head with purple stripes.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm. They are topless. They have goggles and a mohawk on the tiger head. And yeah, you see them kind of they kind of make eye contact with you and then just like look forward and down at their turntable again.
This guy is great. Why are we harassing him?
Well, to be fair, my harassing is jumping in their face and telling them to crank it up. So
That's true.
Positive
DJ Too
harassment.
Furious does indeed crank it up.
yeah, so I yell and jump up and down and wave my arms and just generally have an enthusiastically good time up here. And I probably forgot that I'm supposed to like push this DJ out of the way so Crossfade can have a turn. Unless it reminds me.
Oh gosh. Now I've got to think of something to do. Look at the situation you've put me in here. Crossfade's just gonna body check the guy.
You hear a record scratch and the music stops abruptly as the DJ goes flying across the stage.
Just hear.
His tiger head comes off. And I mean, there's just like a normal person face underneath.
As you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Crossfade points at him and says, "Hey man."
He gets up. He picks up his tiger head first before getting up, and then he's like, "Hey, what the fuck was that about?"
At which point, then Last turns around to the crowd, raises up his huge muscled biceps and arms up in the air, and just yells out, "Woo, yeah! Crossfade in the house!"
I'm just like,
some of the strippers stop dancing and they kind of like look at you, not sure if this is part of the act or not.
the lights on my mask immediately turn into like :3. I'm like,
nice.
Here we go. I sling the sad, beat up little guitar around to the front. And then I start going through the records to see if there's anything in here that isn't trash.
Well, it depends on how you define trash.
Well,
a lot of it is kind of mass produced. there's some there's some decent kind of recent music. Some that you haven't, some that you don't think you've heard of, and might have been like some kind of indie band. You come across
shit. Some cruster shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Crossfade's just gonna take the first thing that looks like maybe it's sort of promising and slap it on the turntable. And I'm gonna point at the DJ and be like, "Hey man, take 5, Catboy. I got this."
But this is my job. Crossfade, I am going to need you to roll.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
First roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to roll cool for me.
Oh god. Okay. That was an 11. That's
Okay.
Yes. Wow.
All right. Yeah. So you were just not bothered by this guy at all. How do you respond to him?
I say, take some PTO, my man.
Some PTO.
I turn back to him.
He puts on the tiger head again and just like storms off to what you assume is probably a break room.
Nice. Okay, I am now in control of this turntable, and I am lighting this shit up.
Okay. All right. So Crossfade, what kind of music do you play?
Well, it's some kind of like. What I've managed to pull out is some very weird, like EDM industrial, just nonsense that I'm playing solos over while scratching with the other hand. So.
Assuming at least one of the spots on the like dancers stage is open, like just Last is gonna just leap onto one of those stages and start putting on a show. He's not taking anything off because he's already wearing almost nothing anyway. But, he's showing off his moves.
Last, I would like you to roll hot just to see how well you perform. Just for fun.
And Farley will be low-key imitating those moves.
Oh no.
Or not. Or not.
No.
Or not.
Here's what not
It's
to
a
do.
miss.
Oh boy. So Last, you haven't really danced in a while.
Oh no.
I've also had a few drinks that were completely unidentified.
Oh yeah.
Substances.
No, you're grooving. You're grooving for a minute, and then you just wipe out.
You just take the stripper pole with you. Yank it off the ceiling.
I like stand up from like off the stage. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. And I'll sort of like hunch over to a nearby seat and get a drink and leave it to the professionals.
You notice that 17 is in the audience, and they're kind of staring at you, just looking absolutely terrified.
I give him an encouraging wave and a woo. Woohoo!
I'm just over here counting tabs. It just racks up.
Nice.
Internally, I'm like, this next song's for you, 17.
Rita, the cat's pajamas is not like peak business hour yet, but it is, it's getting like a healthy stream of customers in, and you've already made a pretty good amount of tabs off of your spice.
Thank goodness. I might actually break even tonight. After damages and, open tabs, this will probably be fine. Probably. And I'll just have a couple of drinks myself. I mean, like, the spice is starting to kick in for me as well, so it's just like, as I'm drinking, so I'm just like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed now. Nothing too crazy. Like, I do know that I have a business meeting today, so I'm not like having too much fun, but I'm definitely trying to take the edge off from watching all the chaos unfold at my expense and focus on having a good time now.
Yeah. All right.
Probably just take a seat at the bar and enjoy my drink and the show.
All right, and about that time, you notice Jackson Howard walks in, sits down next to you.
Oh, hey there.
Hello, Rita.
All
Good to see you.
Likewise. So I hear you've got business.
I certainly do. I was hoping that we could discuss that in one of the back rooms, if you'd like to gather your crew to join us there. That would be fine with me.
Okay, yeah, I'll rally the crew now, and I'll take like my pager out, and I'll just like send a page of just like 288 bar, basically. That should ring off on everybody, because we're still using pagers in this world, because
Yes, we are.
we haven't talked to Earth in a while, and they still work.
Yeah, you've still got a whole bunch of old 80s tech.
I mean, honestly, pagers now are fucking expensive anyway, so like...
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely want to page everybody.
Crossfit
Dramatic.
stands up on the booth and is like, "Your move, cat boy," and does a flip.
Yeah, like dramatic, shot of pager, look up, Rita, Farley, move. Drink left behind.
Last finishes his beverage and grabs Farley's half-finished one that he set down left unattended and downs that before standing up and trying to orientate himself towards the back room.
You almost choke on a half-chewed umbrella.
I sort of catch it in my hand, and I'm gonna like sort of stick it out of my teeth for a while later, but then I realize it doesn't really look so well, and I'll just toss it.
In another cinematic shot, you see the DJ coming back to the booth. He kind of, walks back up, adjusts his, shirt, adjusts his tiger head, starts messing around with the records, and then music begins playing again. On that note, when is, this is about the halfway point, right?
I would say you have about another 15 minutes.
Okay. All right, then I will keep going. So yeah, you all walk into the back room. There's kind of a round booth that's upholstered in like a plush velvet. It has a round table in the middle, and you can still hear the music loudly in this little back room, but it's muffled and it's quiet enough to hear other people talking. So Jackson takes a seat, motions for all the rest of you to also come and sit down.
I'll sit.
All right.
Yep. Also sit.
Yep, sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Last finds a comfy spot just to take up more space than he needs to in.
All right. I'm envisioning Last crossing his legs over each other and just taking entirely too much space with one knee.
Yeah, sort of, except for no, he does not cross his legs. It's more like sprawling out as much as he possibly can.
Even better. you end up with like your head like kind of almost in Jackson's lap, and he kind of like scooches a little bit over in the other direction.
I just give him a little sort of a up nod, like sup.
He looks down at you, kind of furrows his brow a little bit, and then looks back at Rita. So as I said in our call earlier, I do have a job for you.
Okay.
It is, a simple job. Should be relatively low effort for you. I don't know where you're planning on going next with the carnival.
That's currently in the air.
All right. Well, I was hoping you would take a shipment to Regan's Hope for me.
Regan's Hope?
Yes.
Okay. I can probably.
I mean, there's good tabs in it for you.
Well, tripping up to Reagan, I'd hope so.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of shipment are we talking about? Huh?
It's Jackson kind of squints at you a little bit, and says it's
and Farley
toys.
like squints back and like eyebrow wiggles.
It's toys. Why would it be anything else?
How big are these toys? How noisy are
Why
these toys?
does
Are they
that
clickety
matter?
clackety toys?
He ignores you. There's about 3 crates of them. They are not going to take up too terribly much space. Should be relatively easy to transport, especially in a large truck like yours.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you are faster and more reliable than any other shipping service that I could possibly contact to do the job.
Last says, well, getting there is probably not that difficult, but Reagan is probably the most uptight, stick-in-their-ass town that I know of. They tend to be very particular about what goes in and out of their, entrances and exits.
Actually, yeah, Last brings up a good point. What kind of discretion are we going to need for these toys that we're shipping?
Well, I do have shipping manifests and everything that you'll be able to show any border guards.
And you won't mind if border guards get a look at what's inside the boxes?
I doubt they'll need to.
Just want to know what's part of the deal. And I sit back and light up a smoke.
I mean, if everything
No, I have a contact there.
Okay.
I have a contact there. Actually, with luck, she should be able to meet you outside and transport the crates in to the city limits. And it shouldn't be an issue. But I do need them transported there quickly, preferably within the next week.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right, about a week. Hey, Farley, what's about the drive time between here and Reagan on a good day?
What would you say there? Because I feel like Mac would know.
Yes, the drive time to Reagan from here, if you decide to get really ambitious and take it all in one go, it'll take about a day. Split up comfortably, it'll take probably about 2.5 days.
Yeah, so Farley says, give or take 1 or 2, 3 days. Depends on how slow we go and how much trouble we encounter.
Mm-hmm. All right.
How deep into Reagan's
excellent.
Hope do we need to deliver these crates? Who are we delivering them to, huh?
Not very deep. I can have my contact meet you on the outskirts, and you won't even need to go inside.
That's good.
Says contact got a name?
Chat, what is the name of this contact?
As they're doing that, and during this discussion,
I didn't come up with a name for them.
Last's mouth is twitching and is sort of tightening a bit as if he's like closing down in his mouth very tightly, and his face is getting a little bit more and more red. He's obviously trying very hard not to say something.
So the contact's name is Carter. I'm just gonna take that, make that their name.
All right.
Yeah. You'll be meeting Carter outside the border. She will be taking the supplies in, and should be a relatively easy paycheck for all of you.
Relatively, but if you recall, I think we've got you and I have made some what's the best way to put this? Aggressive business arrangements with one of the residents there.
Yes, that is
Is that
true.
something I should look out for?
That is true.
I mean, I'm going to anyway, but...
I mean, I doubt that it's going to be much of an issue. I'll, of course, take, the proper precautions, because that is
naturally
intelligent and safe. But, as you're not going into the city, I don't anticipate it being a major problem.
Yeah. Keep this one a bit quiet on the radar, or on the radio,
you shouldn't have
rather.
To deal with, you shouldn't have to deal with our associate or any of his people.
Yeah. But let's keep an eye out just in case. What else?
Yes, of
yeah,
course.
we'll stay quiet. Should be fine.
All right. And how does a total of 8 barter for the group sound?
Cheap.
As I said, I was like, I don't know. I mean, like, that kind of time frame, the destination, the possible threats. I'm sure you understand, Jackson. I mean, I want to make sure I just want to make sure your products get there in good shape, and I think that I think shipping and handling would be a bit more demanding than that. Let me.
All right. Rita, I would like you to roll hot.
Alrighty.
Can I assist? I want to try doing an assist.
I believe that's something you're allowed to do.
Yeah. I think. Oh wait, I think I have.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I think you can roll plus
HX. Yeah.
plus HX to assist.
Yeah. So Farley's gonna go. Yeah, we could easily make like 8 barter, doing a couple of nights out here with our food truck.
Yeah, and no running into Dodge.
Exactly. No forward on that?
I would say make that +1 forward.
Yeah, it's a good argument. Okay, cool. 7 succeeds partially, so you take a +1. I'm gonna give you a +1 help. So you have a +1 forward to your roll.
Oh, okay.
Not a +2, but it's a +1. It's good.
I mean, I'll take it. Alright. Here goes my best fucking roll. Alright. I'll take it.
Alright. Partial success. Yeah, I think that I can afford to throw in another 2 barter. I can bump it up to 10.
Alright. I won't get too greedy. I'm glad we were able to reach an understanding as far as, the possibilities dealing with this kind of shipment. Hopefully things go smoothly, but I'll definitely get those over to Carter, right?
Yes, Carter.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely make sure Carter gets these crates of toys, and and I'll let you know either through proxy or through direct messaging.
All right. Thank you very much. I will give you Carter's contact information so that you can get in touch with her if anything goes wrong, or, just to update her. And I shall have those crates of toys delivered to you tomorrow.
Excellent.
You do have a place to store them in your truck for the time being, right?
I look over to Farley.
Yeah. I mean, if you move the fridge over a little bit, into the kitchen space, I guess.
Yeah, how big are these crates, actually?
They are not terribly large. They're about 3 feet by 3 feet.
Oh, yeah, no, we got plenty of room for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said 3 crates. 3 crates,
Yeah,
right?
3 of them.
Yeah, easy. There's room in the, once we're in motion, the dining area is pretty much empty, so... smaller than normal, but, it is what it is. We can make it work.
All right, excellent. Very good to hear. All right, do you have any questions for me about this arrangement?
Nothing comes to mind. The job itself seems fairly straightforward. We'll just have to see how it goes.
All right, very good. Well, Rita, as always, it is a pleasure working with you.
Likewise, Jackson.
Yes, and, once you get those delivered, let me know how it goes.
Will do.
All right. He stands up. He holds out his hand to you.
I take it.
All right, and he shakes your hand.
Likewise.
All right. Thank you, Rita. Everyone else nods at you and then walks out.
All right.
As the door opens, you can hear the booming bass of DJ Two Furious's music.
There's a furry DJ that does synthwave that I can't remember, but that's exactly who I'm thinking of right now.
Nice. There's a lot of furry DJs out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a really broad genre. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and I think on that note, we're going to go to a break.
Nice. All right, so that means we'll be back in 10 minutes. Stay tuned, everybody.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone. Before the break, our crew drove into Fort Kennedy, which is an underground Martian city, and set up shop in front of a strip club called the Cat's Pajamas. While at this location, the owner of the strip club, Wildcat, informed Rita that an old contact of hers, Jackson, I'm forgetting his last name.
Howard.
Jackson Howard, thank you so much, had a job offer for her, which turned out to entail transporting a few crates full of toys to Regan's Hope, which is a large, and it's a very large and very rich city that is mostly above Mars's surface, but also has an underground component. And that's about where we left off. What is everybody doing after this meeting with Jackson Howard?
Probably going back to party. We got time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Actually, they can party. I need to, where are these crates located? Is you already got them brought out, or?
No, he said that he was going to bring them to you tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Then it's party time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely think like montage party.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Great.
Do you guys want to just like pick this up like the following night, like while we're setting up our where we have our food truck? in production.
Yeah, I'm good with that. If you
Yeah,
guys
it's
want
fine
to
with me.
do that.
Yeah. Open up fully this time instead of just a little pop-up.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what is a typical dinner service at the caravan carnival?
Carnival.
At the carnival look like? I don't know why I said caravan.
I mean, I don't know. It's a word that's been on my mind for the last couple of days, and I think I might have passed that on to you.
Maybe. I don't know. You've cursed me.
I mean, sure. Seems like a blessing to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
All right,
the laziest telepathy.
What's a typical night at the carnival look like?
Not particularly too rambunctious, but I mean, it is still very much so a kind of carnival. Like, it's the name is fairly fitting. It's very, like I said, masks on, dancing. It's not much different than the Cat's Pajamas, but it's just not a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dancers, but there's still lots of drinks to be had. There's lots of mass dancing to be done and spice to be having a lot of fun with, keeping things rolling.
Yeah. Okay, so what's everybody doing during this dinner service?
I'm probably slinging drinks while casually keeping an eye out for 17. We really haven't seen them since last night, and I just want to make sure they're alive as a start.
Okay. I think 17 comes in about halfway through, kind of looking a little hungover.
Hey, you're alive!
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I am.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's good. That's good. Need a little hair of the dog, as it were.
Why would I want dog hair?
Would you like a drink?
Yeah,
help,
I think so.
Round the edges off, because you do look a little worse for wear.
Yeah, that would be nice.
All right.
I imagine. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I imagine Farley is, since he's not driving, he's relaxing, and he's doing nothing. He is actually going to just, like, be hanging out, like, in the... He's gonna have a plate of food that he's just digging into, and he's just enjoying his night off, and every once in a while he'll probably do, like, a circle around, just to make sure that, nobody's trying to steal anything from the outside of the carnival, or... But yeah,
all right.
Still, it's he's on a union of one. He doesn't
one man union.
Exactly.
Farley, I would like you to roll sharp.
Okay. Let's see.
Slash is mostly hanging out, acting as both a hawker and bouncer. Trying to attract people to the place, but also keeping an eye on things to make sure that nobody causes trouble or messes up the vibe.
I have sharp as a highlighted stat, so I get XP for rolling this? Or is it for just rolling it or for succeeding it?
When you roll it, you're going to mark experience.
Sweet. Okay. That's a miss.
Okay. You don't notice anything any suspicious activity outside.
I met a lot of rogue robot on the rocks. So.
Yes.
I think following the meeting yesterday, CrossFit's mood was like a little bit off, but now that they're kind of back in their element, doing their thing, they're kind of back to 100%. So They're just, recharged at the booth. They got their little sachet of spice over to the side. Just having a good time.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think. Wasn't spice one of those K2 things too? I really feel like it was.
What do you mean?
Yep, synthetic marijuana. Okay, I just wanted to confirm that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was like, I remember spice from before, like outside of
It
the
is.
earlier, outside of obviously Dune reference and or many other drug references in media. But yes, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, helps to have a spice farm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in this world, however, spice is a genetically engineered form of saffron that is very hallucinogenic and also very spicy in flavor.
Oh, okay.
Also very, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have
You
like
know-
little hydroponic bubbles up at the top of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice to have our own spice factory, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Little space
Oh,
greenhouse.
okay. So I have a suggestion. I just got a really cool visual. I'm picturing the spice plants like growing in like a hydroponic garden that's like hanging upside down from the ceiling, and you can like see them, but they're like out of reach of a normal person.
Ooh, I like
So
it.
not at risk of like being stolen or anything.
But just nice little
but-
ceiling deco.
Yeah, but like the spice is there. It's clearly visible. You can see it. You can see that it's something that's offered.
Okay, I like
I
it.
like it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So as things are going on, I think Lance is going to be kind of casually checking in with people and trying to spot people who seem to be mechanic types, or ones that he knows to be mechanic types, or just kind of asking around to see if I can get a hold of the parts that we need to refurbish the shock system of the what's the name of our rover?
The carnival?
The Carnival? Okay, yeah, of the Carnival rover to I guess provide the parts that Farley's going to need.
Okay. I would like you to roll me some sharp.
Oh boy.
Ooh. This
All
would be
right, That would be a miss. No, wait, that wasn't me. Did it roll mine?
Nope.
No, it
I haven't
has
seen it
not.
yet.
All right, let me try it again.
So this would be a market shopping move, right?
There we go.
Yes, sort of, I think.
Well, I got a 9, so that's a partial success.
Okay. Yeah. So you see a person. You see like a tall, muscular woman with like short hair, who is wearing like overalls and like a white t-shirt, and the white t-shirt has like grease stains on it. And yeah, you think that she is probably some kind of mechanic type person and may have some sort of answer for you.
Okay, as is she one of the customers here coming to get a meal?
Yes, she has a plate of like tacos in her hand.
Tacos, good choice.
You can visibly see that she ordered them extra spicy. Oh, thanks.
I haven't seen you here before. I mean, we've come through here a few times, but you local here to Kennedy, or are you from
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the other places?
No, I'm from Kennedy. This is my first time coming here, and pretty neat place.
Yeah, well, we get around. I hope you enjoy your tacos. You've got the look about you about you, like someone who knows their way around engines and can get their hands on parts.
Yeah, I do. I work for a mechanic who's here in town. They may or may not have the parts that you need, and they're not going to be open until morning, of course, because most businesses aren't. But I can give you the address.
Yeah, that'd be great. You think they might be able to hook me up with the NERPS shock refurbishment kit?
Probably.
I think that's all we're gonna need, but I'll swing by there in the morning then. Thanks. If you could, and I'll just, I guess, see if I can get the information I need to make a smooth introduction, and see if I can set that up later. And I'll let them know that that their meal is on me.
All right. Awesome. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. We'll be back around, I think, in a few days or something. I don't know. I don't really pay attention. The rover goes where the rover goes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, well, enjoy your tacos.
Thanks. You too. Wait. She looks back at you and then, kind of awkwardly walks away.
I give her a thumbs up. Later on, I'll approach Farley and say, "Hey, Farley, just I got a line on those parts that we need."
Ah, neat. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I guess you have to wait until tomorrow. I don't know if we'll have time to repair it, but I mean, we can maybe pick up the parts and just do it sometime on the road, maybe after the job. Depends on how quickly Rita wants to go and make this delivery.
Yeah, if I remember right, the vehicle's going to need to sit for at least 6 hours for the nanites to do their job.
Yeah.
If you got to move on, they could fall off, and it doesn't work as well.
Yeah, might be a problemo.
I mean, unless they got some other things we want to strap in, but I thought a NERPS kit would work the best.
Yeah.
Plus, they're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So, what you doing later?
Hanging out.
That's great.
I'm on break.
And that's what I'm doing later, too.
Small world. Yeah. Here, have a seat. Why don't you just take a rest now?
At last, sits down and hangs out.
Oh wait, no, you're on the clock. You got to make sure everything's safe. Slacker.
Stands. Good one. You got me.
Oh man, Last, you're such a himbo. All right, Crossfade, what are you up to?
I'm working, unlike some people.
Dang.
I'm doing the shit that I get paid to do.
And what kind of shit do you get paid to do?
I get paid to DJ and to play 6 synth riffs over my DJing.
All right.
Which is what I am doing. And it's much
Okay,
better
so tell
than
me
that
about the music
bullshit
that
that was happening in Wildcat, I've got to say. In my personal
about the music that you're
professional opinion. It's the kind of music that makes your brain feel weird when you hear it.
Crossfade
It's a lot of
playing ASMR.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm just whispering into a microphone.
Occasional taps. touching against the non-key parts of the guitar. Just
Yeah.
Just add texture.
Everybody's sitting around and eating, and
With paper.
Crossfade is just like, Are you enjoying your food?
The important thing to note is that when Crossfeed speaks through the mask, it's like very slightly auto-tuned. So it's that, but ASMR.
Are you enjoying your food?
Yes. Sound exactly like a portal turret.
Delicious tacos.
Buy two, get one free.
Try the spice.
No, so it's just like weird, like it's like some ridiculous hybrid of like dubstep and like noise, and then also like vaporwave. Just it like reaches into your brain and just makes you feel like, what is happening to me right now? But also they're just
Very
playing
weird.
really loud like synth solos over everything. And occasionally like singing, but all the lyrics are in Esperanto. Like it's
Have you ever heard of this? Is something I sort of out of character, but not. Have you ever heard of something called infrasound? I found out about it like
yes.
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 So for those who don't know, it's an almost inaudible background frequency, like lower than 30 hertz, and apparently it can cause nausea, sickness, and vertigo, and possibly death if you're exposed to it for way too long.
There's definitely
Oh my
some,
god.
binaural beats going on underneath.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that Crossfade's doing the kind that causes
No.
nausea.
I don't want to make people sick.
Yeah.
I just want
That's
to make
the opposite of what you want in like an eating establishment.
them. No.
Yeah, no.
It's true. But I just want to
the
put that in
Delta
your
flu was
arsenal.
around.
Yeah,
in the 80s,
it's,
so like,
Oh my god.
it's like the
It's really
80s
good.
threw up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, stop it.
So Last is enjoying the music while he's trying to pitch to Farley the idea of constructing a taco launching cannon.
Taco pulp.
This is not the first time he's brought up the subject.
Uh-huh. Well, we would have to install it in place of, an actual catapult. You want a catapult that launches tacos.
No, as we clearly demonstrated, the catapult is not going to work, and neither does the trebuchet. I think the cannon's our only solution, but we're missing the real point here. Hard shell or soft shell?
Always hard, never soft.
I mean, that's what I would think as well, but they seem to just disintegrate into
Well, I feel like the
splinters
soft
as
shell
soon
would
as
kind of
they...
fall apart a little bit.
Hear softly from the DJ booth. What about a t-shirt gun?
Not hard enough.
Ah,
Are you guys just gonna ignore 17 trying to give you their input?
yes.
No, maybe. No,
no,
maybe.
That's reasonable.
17 can say something. Whether we choose to listen.
I think
is
that
a
I think that the soft shell would probably fall apart if you tried to launch it out of a catapult. I don't think that's a very good idea.
I think any taco would
Unless
fall
you,
apart
like,
if we
wrap
launch
in
it.
something.
Yeah, the catapult clearly did not work for any iteration of taco or burrito.
Well, yeah, but like especially the soft shell, like I just don't think that would work very well.
if we packaged numerous soft shells into like a small, compact like casing, like a paper casing, nothing serious.
Or a metal casing.
Where are we? I mean, if you need to deliver tacos in a war zone. I mean,
That's our
admittedly, I do
life.
kind of like. And
That's our life.
Admittedly, I do like this idea.
Like Farley's face just gets really grim. It's like, that's our life.
Wouldn't that be expensive?
War
though?
never-
I mean,
Making metal cases for all the tacos.
we could launch them with a railgun that way.
I like this
And
idea.
with a nice metal casing, we could send taco slugs downrange at 250 meters per second. No big deal.
What if you use taquitos?
Oh, it's a keto Gatling
Sounds
gun.
incredible. Oh my god.
That's the key.
Yeah.
All right, we need a rotary solution, I think.
The taquito.
Oh, that's taquito. Taquito.
Feels like a waste of food to me. Food. It took us a long time to get all those ingredients. If I have to swirl past another ravine to get some flour, I swear.
I mean,
It's masa.
that's why we're doing it. It's to deliver the food to the customers. It's a long-range delivery solution.
At about this time, you see the DJ from the Cat's Pajamas walk in. He's still got his tiger head on.
Your CrossFit from the booth goes, "Give it up for DJ Two Furia!"
He stares at you for a minute.
Dang.
His fursuit eyes blink. And then he walks up to the ordering counter.
What you need, Furious?
Hey, can I get the pulled meat sandwich?
Sure thing.
Yeah. What kind of meat is it?
Trade secret.
Ah,
Do you have like an
okay.
allergy?
What's our
No.
catch of the day?
No, I mean I just wanted to know.
Oh, yeah. No, you gotta be really careful where you get your meat from, around these parts. Especially considering limited supply options available, and just
Yeah.
the general well-being of the few the little fauna there is around. But it's good
Oh yeah.
meat.
No, there's a bunch of weird ass mutated critters out there.
Yeah. And I assure you that there
I
is no
got this head off
radiation.
one of them.
I'm not surprised, but it's a good mask. It's a good mask. But yes,
Thanks.
yeah, no, we do QAR meat. I eat it myself all the time. It's fun.
Oh,
But yeah,
cool. Awesome.
yeah, we get
Alright.
you a pulled meat sandwich.
Yeah. And what kind of sauces?
Oh, he has so many sauces. It's easier if you just kind of go by if it's easier to ask what kind of flavor you're looking for, and I can whip up a sauce here for you.
Do you have a Lincoln style barbecue?
Lincoln style barbecue.
Yeah. That's like my favorite kind.
Yeah, we can get that going for you. Yeah, yeah. I'll get right on that.
All right,
we'll get-
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Thanks. This is on the house after this shit that happened yesterday.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, and can I get that extra spicy?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
Thanks. You guys are actually pretty cool.
Oh, thanks. You're not that bad either.
Oh,
But I mean, you work with Wildcat,
was-
so there's a limit to how bad you could actually be.
thanks, I guess.
I'm just saying. I mean, like Wildcat
I think
doesn't.
that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, Wildcat doesn't, just pick up any riffraff that she finds.
Yeah. No, Wildcat's pretty cool. She's like probably the best person I've worked for, in
Yeah,
a
so-
while.
Yeah, she does good work for her workers.
Yeah. All right. So, how long is it gonna be on that sandwich?
Give me about 10 minutes. I gotta get this sauce made fresh, so yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sauce is serious business.
Yeah. Awesome. Also,
Farley-
side note, as far as I know, Lincoln style barbecue is not a real thing that I know of. I just
I was
made it
Googling
up.
to see if it was a thing.
I was
Yeah.
trying to figure out like what
Yeah.
kind of what kind
And
of
like,
barbecue styles they might have on Mars.
It's real meat, I promise.
I think it's real.
Oh my god,
It's-
catch of the day, fucking slaying me.
It came from something that was once alive.
Yeah.
Came from live animals.
Shot of Farley like just slurping the final bits of meat and sauce off his fingers.
Great.
Stringy.
Ethically sourced and humanely slaughtered. I mean, a shotgun to the face is pretty instant. You know, it's probably fine. Well, no pain, free range.
Yeah.
Are you
Hey,
discussing
Frida.
this in character?
I am now. Probably with 16 though, and like in the kitchen. You know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
16 is just like.
I mean,
keeps frying up the meat that they're cooking.
you've been on the carnival long enough. 16.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't mean I'm really comfortable with it though. Still kind of, I don't know. I still think it's kind of weird.
What else are you gonna eat, or do you want to just starve like everyone else out there?
I mean, I don't want to starve. That's kind of why I signed on with you guys.
You gotta eat what you gotta eat.
Okay.
16 just doesn't have 17 sense of adventure.
Hmm.
That's fine.
Man, I did
can
not
have the
plan
tofu.
either of these NPCs, but I love them.
Yes.
I mean,
So
they're
sad.
quite great. Dang.
Yeah, Last is gonna, I guess, wander off and hang out with DJ Furious while they're eating their meal.
Great. They have like the jaw of the tiger head pulled down. It's like unhinged and just like hanging down, and they're eating with like the lower half of their face out of the fursuit head.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient. I mean, I had this thing engineered for like, you know, everyday use. So.
So I don't have anything important that I'm doing. I'm just gonna hang out and
Are you just like sitting with them?
yeah, I'll sit with them and ask them how their taco is and compliment them on the music. Those are some pretty good tunes.
It's a pulled meat
yesterday.
sandwich. Actually, this isn't a taco.
Oh right, same difference.
Everything is a taco.
Everything's not for the last.
Last doesn't know the difference.
What kind of taco is that?
It's
It's a weird
deconstructed taco.
taco. How does it taste?
The open face taco.
It tastes good. I don't know. I mean, are you like threatening me or something?
What? Why would I do that?
I don't know. I mean, it just seems really weird that you're just like sitting here.
Oh,
You're like staring at me really hard. I don't know.
I'll go stand over there then. And I stand up and stand somewhere else and try not to look at them, but occasionally
Okay.
sneak-footed glances.
I mean, the sandwich is good though. Thanks for asking.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Just makes
I'm
that
still
awkward
eating it.
situation that much more awkward.
Yeah. So what's everybody else up to?
Well, now that I'm done making that sauce, I'm probably just back at the bar, occasionally chatting up patrons, helping whip up drinks with whoever else is working here. I mean, I know we got 2 interns, but I mean,
Yeah. I think Farley's gonna stroll over and say, "Hey, Rita, where's Jackson with these boxes?"
it's probably still coming. You say it'll be late, so hopefully that does drop off here soon, though. If he's not in by morning, though, I guess something happened. I should probably reach out to him in that case. But yeah, we'll just play it by ear.
Actually, around that time, Jackson shows up.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I have my assistant delivering the crates as we speak. I don't think that they're going to fit through this door. If there's like a back, like cargo door or something that you can open up for me.
All eyes on Farley.
Yeah. Hold on. And he hops off the truck, goes around, and gets to the cargo door. I guess they would just have a cargo door in the back. You gotta
Yeah.
load and unload.
Probably.
Yeah, they definitely don't have a trunk.
Yeah,
they don't have a trunk.
It's like a large closet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say like those roll up kind of doors, like on the back of moving trucks and stuff. So
Yeah.
And like I wager there's like on the back portion on that side of the carnival, because I wager like that's like more the side from the carnival as it were, because since it intersects the actual truck wide.
Yeah.
But that another like kind of like a hidden window or hidden door rather. Where it just kind of slips up and we can move stuff from cargo into the carnival if we need the extra space.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I like that, because I feel like if it's a battle rig truck, it's not going to just be a regular pull in the back, like that's the part that gets shot at the most. So I feel like there would be like, first there's the layer that you have to like actually open, and then you get to the pull up, and then you can.
Yeah, you got a little vestibule for storage.
Last being one of the stronger people around will help with the moving of the equipment and the loading of crates if necessary.
Yeah, Jackson has, his assistant there, who's like a, pretty big, like, buff woman. She, like, carts the crates over and, starts handing them up to you.
Okay. I work with her to load the crates in. Give her a nod.
The first two are manageable. The third one is actually a little bit on the heavy side.
I try to act like it's no big deal. I try to what is the term? The move do something under fire, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to keep my cool as I lift the heavier container, and not let on that it's any harder for me to carry it.
All right. Oh my god.
Kitties.
Stop
and
it.
That's a 10. So
all right. Nice.
So I make it look like it's no big deal, and like kind of turn back and give a what's up look, and kind of do a little bit of a pose while my muscles are nice and fully employed. I don't know how people with muscles think about their muscles, but like while they're nice and bulged out and employed, and I'm looking all super hot, holding up this big crate, and I'll pose with it before setting it down on top of another one. And just look good doing it.
All right. She nods at you. Around this time, Jackson comes around the side, and he's like, "Oh, well done, excellent. Thank you very, very much. You're very skilled and strong. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you all being willing to take on this job for me. It's very, very good. Very much appreciated."
Well, don't think this yet. We still got to get it to the destination, but shouldn't be too bad.
No.
One might call it a milk, never mind.
Yeah. Yes, it shouldn't. I doubt that this job is going to give you too much trouble. I know you've done some smuggling and the like, and, of course, this isn't smuggling being completely legal materials and everything, but...
Most smuggling operations are.
Yes. No, I do appreciate it very much. Thank you for accepting this job. And I look forward to hearing back from you once you have it delivered. When are you planning on setting out, by the way?
I'll probably start moving by morning.
All right.
Just get it in and out of the way. Unless something else comes up, but I don't think anything will. But it's better to get an early start, I think.
Okay, very good, very good. Yes, be sure to update Carter on your ETA, and update me as well, please. I'd like to know, just to be absolutely sure of your progress and everything.
All right.
Right, thank
Farley
you.
I think Farley is watching this entire exchange, right? Like, because he was off to the side when he opened the place up. I wanna really gauge, because I don't think Farley super trusts this Jackson fellow. So
Okay.
Can I do a read a person move?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that's sharp as well.
Mm-hmm.
Succeed partially. So I believe I get to ask one question.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I would want to ask, when I ask, is this character telling the truth? I think I want to just kind of, my intent with that is, are they legitimately wanting these packages to get to Carter, with us intact with those packages?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are. They are. Jackson is 100% sincere about that. He wants the packages to be delivered. He does seem, reasonably concerned about you guys and your safety.
Okay.
And also seems to be, at least believe that he is being honest when he says that he doesn't expect you to have much trouble.
Perfect.
So yeah, that's kind of the read that you get on him.
Okay. Yeah, so Farley kind of just relaxes his shoulders, and I think feels better about doing this job.
Mm-hmm.
And shuts the door closed and says, "Whenever you're ready."
All right. Well, once we close up for the night, we'll rest up a bit and head out in the morning.
All right. As a side note, Last, do you plan on buying the parts necessary to repair the truck?
Yeah, in the morning before we head out, Lass is going to wake up Farley early.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Farley, come on, get up.
I'm on break.
Well, we're heading out.
And he snaps over and he's like, yeah, okay, 1 second. Yeah, so I mean, we'll visit the shop. I'll pay for it. Assuming there's anything weird happening at the shop, or not anything weird happening at the shop.
Yes. Yeah, it seems pretty normal. It seems like a, relatively standard garage, as standard as most garages can be. Mm-hmm. The woman that you met last night is working on an old rover and trying to guide a young and very recalcitrant trainee through the process. He's standing there and he's standing, trying to look cool with a wrench over his shoulder. And he's just arguing with everything that she tells him.
Flash just kind of shakes his head as he goes by. And then approaches.
What? You got a problem?
He's saying that to me. I look up. Hmm? Oh, me? No. I just thought,
She kind of like smacks him, and just goes, "Hey, take 5. You said that you needed parts for something, right?"
Right. What's up with that kid?
She wipes some, like, engine grease off in her overalls. Oh, he's, I'm training this little fucker, and he just doesn't want to listen to anything that I have to say. Some privileged kid, decides that he wants to be a mechanic because he thinks it's gonna be cool, and, just doesn't want to get his fucking hands dirty.
Privileged, eh?
Whatever.
Right. So
I don't expect him to last more than another week. He's gonna get himself fired.
you want me to off him?
Huh? No.
Off him?
What?
I've got some bullets. I wouldn't
No,
even
why
have
would
to.
I want you to do that?
I don't know. He seemed annoying. Better get it
I mean,
over with
he
sooner rather
is,
than
but-
later.
He is, but, I don't want to kill him.
Suit yourself.
I mean, I kind of do sometimes, but, not really. Not actually.
Look, you change your mind. He's really good at it.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
I mean, it would only take a second.
Okay, yeah, no, we're not gonna... No, this discussion is over. We're not doing that. What kind of parts do you guys need?
Right, the NERPS kit, like our shock system
Oh,
is.
yeah, the NERPS kit.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, of course. How could I possibly forget that you wanted a NERPS kit? Yeah, all right. Yeah, we got one of those. It's refurbished, but it should work just fine for your purposes.
Yeah. Farley,
man,
you want to run a
I don't know.
diagnostic? I don't know. Some of these outfits that refurbish the kits do one version of a job, and some do another. I don't know how to tell the difference, honestly, but maybe you can make sure it's good.
Yeah, Farley picks it up, examines, side, pretends he knows
Want
the
to roll me a
difference.
sharp?
Oh yeah? Okay.
It's a nanotechnology engineering repair processing system. NERPS,
Nice.
right?
Totally how that
Love
works. Do I get any forward on this since it's vehicular?
Yeah, I would say you get +2 forward. This is your area of expertise. You know your shit when it comes to vehicular stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a 12. That's a
All right.
success.
Okay. Yeah. So you can tell, just by examining, this little refurbished NERPS kit. You think it was probably used and salvaged from a vehicle previously. There's a couple scrapes on it and stuff. It's been through use, but it's as far as function and everything goes, it'll work just fine for the purposes that you need it for.
Yeah. He'll point out the scraps and dents and just make audible noises and pointing out the flaws, making them a bigger deal than they actually are.
Well, if you want a brand new one, it's going to be double the price.
This one's fine.
Can't push it down any lower for you.
Slides the tabs across.
All right, that is 1 barter worth of tabs. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks. You too. Have a great day. You guys gonna be open again tonight?
Now we're gonna head out, run some errands, run a bit of a trip. We should be back in a number of days, though. I think.
Maybe
Alright.
weeks.
Weeks, days,
Well.
sure.
Orbital cycles. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope everything goes well. I'll
Right.
be listening for you guys, for your next arrival and stuff.
Yeah, well, I hope to catch you again before the bubble pops.
All right. Thanks. And I assume you guys go back to the carnival.
Yeah. I think Farley's gonna just pack the NERPs away for now because we want to get on the road. This will be a project to fix on our next destination.
Yeah.
But at least we have it.
Okay. All right. Anything that anybody else wants to do before you head out?
Get back before Rita drives away without us.
She leaves the
So you
driver
get back
behind,
to the strip
leaves
club.
the muscle behind.
Yeah.
You get back to the strip club, and the carnival is gone. It's no, I'm kidding. It's there. Rita
Some of the
is ready
distance
and waiting for you guys.
Jerking around as Rita tries to maneuver this thing. Like, why are there so many levers on a car?
Crossfade's just rolling back and forth across the back, slamming into walls.
Strap in.
Fuck.
I made you a little bungee cord seat.
Didn't even get any warning. She started driving before I woke up.
Oh, poor Crossfade.
I mean, if the alarm isn't alarming, is it really an alarm?
I mean, that kind of seems like the point of an alarm, right?
I mean, yeah. But I mean, it's a little bit less effective if it gives the person a concussion, but whatever.
True.
But no, I wouldn't do that this time.
I would hope not.
But we're on thin ice.
Not this time.
There's too many levers on this damn thing.
All right. Well, fortunately, as you're trying to figure out the levers, Farley and Last return.
Oh, hey, Farley.
Hey. What you doing?
Just, learning the ins and outs, just getting comfortable with the machinery, just in case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm just saying. Maybe something happened. I wouldn't be able to get to you, just in case something happened. I didn't break anything.
Yeah. Hops in, has to climb this thing to get into the driver's seat, and then he finally hops in and says, "All right, whenever you're ready, I'm on the clock."
All right. And now
Break's
I'm up.
finally over.
Break's finally over. You know your salary, right?
Hey. My union's gonna have a talk about this with you.
Who's your union rep? I need to get their contact information just in case.
Yeah, I'll get that for you. I might have misplaced it.
Right. Yeah.
I just gotta think about it.
Yeah, that's what 15 said.
Yeah, and 15's dead. Maybe he should have been part of the union.
Hey, maybe.
What happened to 15?
There was never a 15.
Ah.
Or maybe there was.
We don't talk about 15 anymore.
Don't talk about 15. Yeah.
There was
all
no
right.
15.
15 is in the sandwich business.
Oh, all right.
No.
They're in the sandwich business, or they're in the sandwich business?
Listen,
I'll leave that for the viewer to decide.
There is no 15 in Bossing Say, so let's just
We've got 15 types of sauces.
Holy shit! It's all coming together.
16 is just
All
like,
right.
why do we only have 15 sauces? Oh.
Okay, so you guys head out across the barren Martian wasteland. You drive for a day before you decide to stop at a small settlement and rest. There's nothing really noticeable. I mean, not noticeable. There's nothing really notable at this settlement. It's, a few people with a few houses. It's a small little Regan town on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to do? Do you want to set up shop and try to make a few tabs, or you just want to
may as well.
keep going? Okay.
I don't have to drive. I can rest on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, these poor Reaganites looked at like they haven't had a good taco in their life.
do we even serve good tacos? I mean, we do.
Any taco is a good taco if it's the only taco you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
I mean, it's easy to say that until you've had a bad taco. Then you're like, man, I would not like this taco if it was the only taco I ever.
I've had a bad taco.
Yeah, I think we've all had the taco where, like, you know what? If this is the first taco I ever had, I would probably swear off tacos.
Oh yeah.
If someone told me this is what a taco is.
Mm-hmm.
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 I had a really disappointing taco one time, and I'm not gonna talk about it.
You're not going to talk about it?
I'm not. That was a very bad memory of mine.
right.
But anyway, yeah. So you set up shop in this little Reganite town. You get pretty much everybody in the town actually comes by and buys something. Because it's a very small town and they don't really get anything new ever.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
The carnival's in town.
Yeah. They are Reganites, so there's a lot of talk about, how great the American settlements on Mars are, and how one day they're gonna be, one day they're going to be rich enough to move to Regan's Hope and have a nice, beautiful mansion there.
Yeah, good luck with that. The American dream.
Do they get mad when we ask them to put on a mask?
Yes, they do. They do.
That's fine. They're going to put the mask on or not at all.
Yeah. I think that a few of them, begrudgingly pick up masks and put them on, and then they take their food outside to eat it so that they can take off the masks because they are very uncomfortable.
Yeah, those cheekbones, the fucking simple ass face masks. These Mardi Gras tier masks are just like, no, can't take it. Just
Can't handle it. Too many sequins.
Yeah.
Chafing my skin.
Yeah. But you make a healthy barter off of tonight's sales.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. The following day, you take off, Farley, I would like you to roll sharp.
Ooh. All this sharp. Whoever gave me sharp as my highlighted stat, thank you. Racking up
I think it
XP
might have
like
been
a
me.
boss. Success.
All right. Okay. So Farley, at some point during your drive, there's a long ass stretch of just barren desert with absolutely nothing. And it feels almost mind-numbing to drive across this just like wide stretch of nothingness for as many miles as you have.
If I could, I think Farley is going to ask Crossfade, like just kind of shout over his shoulder, like probably the first time he's spoken to Crossfade in days. I need some music.
Got it. I just start.
And
I throw on like the most just grinding industrial like. You are not falling asleep to this music that I've got.
Great. Very
just
good.
Noise.
Yes.
Last up in the turret has just been watching the landscape go by, just without other expressions, begins to nod his head.
And anyway, Farley, you glance as Crossfade begins playing their music. You glance into your side view mirror and you swear that you see a little plume of dust rising on the horizon behind you.
Everybody, I think we've got incoming.
You look in the mirror on the opposite side, and there is a matching plume of dust.
Probably gonna like thunk on the roof of the thing. It's like, you see that? Trying to signal last.
Maybe if you would give me a heading. Oh, yeah, I see it. I got 2 actually.
All right.
Were those the ones you're talking about, or am I looking for more?
Oh, that's them.
So these dust plumes begin getting larger and larger, and very quickly you notice a bunch of rundown old Jeeps, like the ones that raiders typically use, quickly approaching you.
Okay,
and
how's the taco cannon coming? You ready for that?
We never made it!
We don't just have a fab machine in the fucking food van.
They don't look like they'd appreciate our
and-
tacos anyway. Stuff them full of lead.
and that's where we're gonna leave it for next week.
No!
Oof.
So thank you so much for tuning in. Catch us next Tuesday, July 7th. July 7th?
No, not anymore.
No, that's today.
That is today.
Why did I write
old.
that?
That's old script.
Oh no.
I don't know why I wrote that. I definitely changed it to like whatever the next date is, which is July 21st, which is not next Tuesday. That is the Tuesday after next. I am very disappointed in myself.
No.
We will be playing from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern, and you'll find out what happens next. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications.
So,
What did you guys think?
This is so good.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciated getting a chance to just like feel our characters and like our zone and stuff before we got like too deep into the mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Just trying to get in tune with my weird energy, you know.
That's
Yeah,
how it goes.
I like to give my players a lot of like character time, partially because I'm still trying to feel them out too. So it lets you guys get a sense for like what you're doing and how you're playing your characters, and it also gives me a sense of how they work so that I can plan future sessions around them a little bit better.
Yeah, I've been having fun getting into this character and playing with y'all, trying to figure out where Last fits into this. My goal with Last is to make him a very, very macho character, but also likable in a way that you want to go give him a hug. And I'm not so sure how accomplishable that goal is, but
so far so good.
I think you're doing a decent job. Last is... He's just so stupid. I love him. You can't not like him.
That's all you have to do to make a real macho character likable, really. Just make him stupid, but like,
Fun stupid.
good spirit. Like, he's got good intentions
Just
for the most part.
Make him
Dumb.
stupid and kind.
Yeah.
Like that's instant likable macho character.
all right, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Except for when he's killing people. Then just go nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not done just yet. So for those of us watching live, stick around after the show because we're gonna be doing a little Q&A.
And before we call it a night, we need to trigger the session end move. Let's go around the table, or, virtual table. Allow everybody a moment to plug themselves and tell us which character knows your character better than they used to. Zeph, we're going to start with you.
Okay, I don't have a whole lot going on right now, but as always, I'd recommend giving Swordsfall a look. It's pretty refreshing on both tabletop RPG experiences as well as bards and their adventurous Summit of Kings. As far as characters that have gotten a better knowledge of me, let me see here. I feel like last, mostly, because we did go back to my old stomping grounds in my old place that I ran, alongside Wildcat, and just got to see, and also, I guess, meeting with Jackson as well for the first time with me, and just knowing me through just being in a lot of my old essence, as it were. I do feel like that connection would be a bit better.
All right, that brings my history with you from 1 to 2.
Yeah. All right. So last you've marked another HX with Rita. Oz, it's your turn.
All right, hi, I am Oz. I'm one of the content leaders here at Shadowcasters Network, and I'm also designing some tabletop RPGs. So yeah, follow me on Twitter at OZZKORE. I'm also the voice of Ziggy on Radio Free Detroit, so definitely go and check that out. It's an awesome show made by Palmer in chat. Let's see, the character that knows Farley better is, I want to say probably, Rita, right? Because we've done a lot of union talk with this one. Yeah. And just kind of getting a general sense of like how, I think, and I mean, all of that was just like totally random made up this session, so I feel like it's going to be a fun gag to keep pulling between Farley and Rita.
I agree. I think since I am your union rep, all right, that puts me to 4 with Farley.
Oh,
I think that means you can mark experience and it goes to 1.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Am I correct in assuming that HX means history?
Yes. That's apparently an abbreviation for it, like how RX is for the short for prescription. HX is apparently for history. I didn't realize that until I looked that up. I'm like, why does it keep assuming that I know what HX is supposed to stand for?
That's why I've been saying history a few times, and other times people have been saying HX. They mean the same thing. For any of you who might be confused about that, I thought that's what I meant. Or I thought that's what it meant when I said that, but I didn't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Okay, so Jess is next.
All right. Hello. I'm Jess, and I play Deadeye on Pink Mohawk Edition, which is a Shadowrun Anarchy actual play. So if you want to check that out, you can hit that up at the official Twitter, which is at Pink Mohawk Pod. Otherwise, you can find my personal as it's on the screen, but it's at One Shot Mini Boss, which is all one word. And very occasionally, I'm on Twitch at twitch.tv/ectopossum. And,
and who do you think knows Crossfade better?
Let's see. So I'm going to say that the person who knows Crossfade better is probably last after this time, because we had some party times together. Some good times. We harassed a furry, as you do. So I think if that doesn't bring you together, then what does? So
I was very supportive of the furry DJ, but also of my friend who was body checking the furry DJ out of the way so they could DJ.
I was trying to help him.
Yep. Well, that actually brings my history with Crossfade up to 4, so I mark experience and bring it down to 1.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right. And finally, Cliff.
Okay, well, I think in my case, I'm going to say Farley maybe has a little bit more insight into Last, having Last sort of stepping up to help out with the vehicle repairs. I mean, that wasn't any sort of accident. Last's current history with Farley is a -1, so he's trying to like get to know him and reach out more and establish a better relationship than what they've got going on. So yeah, I think his efforts have resulted in Farley getting to know a little bit more about Last, for good or ill.
Yeah, I agree. Also, yeah, the failed stripper attempt was definitely noted. All right, that brings me to a 4. So I also mark experience. I've maxed out on experience. If I can improve something.
Oh wow! Yay!
Wow, nice. Look at you.
I know.
Awesome. Do you know what you want to take right now, or
Nope.
do you want to mull it over for a little bit?
I will mull it over.
Okay, cool. Good choice. And Cliff, do you have anything to plug? You've always got something to plug.
So yeah, I guess I'm supposed to say my script thing. Here we go. I am a founding member of the Shadowcasters Network, also known as Mr. Johnson of the Arcology podcast. I am the musician Prism Shard. If you like the background music in this video, check out Prism Shard on SoundCloud.com. That's SoundCloud.com/PRISM-SHARD. And I also GM the Legends of Earthdawn Actual Play podcast.
All right.
There's a few things, and also, I guess Earthdawn has a Kickstarter going for a new product, so check that out. That's how FASA Corporation tends to promote and put out their new books, is do a Kickstarter, and so far it's been going well for them, and they've been putting out regular books. So go to Kickstarter and search up Earthdawn, and there's a new Earthdawn Kickstarter.
All right. And I am Max Shepard. I am the audio engineer for Pink Mohawk Edition, which is a Shadowrun Anarchy actual play. I also play Sergeant Butch on the same podcast. And additionally, I do a little bit of freelance writing and editing for Fragging Unicorns Games, which has a Kickstarter that is going to be starting on July 15th. So follow Fragging Unicorns on Twitter and keep an eye out for that. Definitely support us, because we are a cool company run by cool people, and we're making cool games. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again for our next live episode, which again is Tuesday, July 21st. For those of you watching live, stick around for a quick Q&A, and we'll be reading your super chats. Take care out there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.